Hey everyone, ready to dive into some seriously cool diabetes tech? I know managing diabetes can sometimes feel like a full-time job, but guess what? Technology is here to make things a whole lot easier.
It really is an exciting time. So much is changing.
We're going to explore all the latest and greatest tools out there, from apps that make tracking fun to devices that feel almost futuristic.
Like having a whole team of digital helpers right in your pocket.
Exactly. And our mission today is to help you figure out which tools might be the perfect fit for you so you can build your own personalized diabetes management dream team. But first, let's start with something you've probably heard of. Continuous glucose monitors, or CGMs. Yeah.
Yes,
Uh,
CGMs, game changers, really.
Imagine this, a tiny sensor right under your skin, keeping tabs on your glucose levels 204/7. No more constant finger pricking.
It's like having a little window into what your glucose is doing at any given moment.
Two of the big names you've probably heard are the Dexcom G7 and the Freestyle Libre. They're both pretty awesome, but there's one key difference. The Dexcom G7, it's like that friend who's always sending you updates. You know, it automatically sends your glucose readings to your phone or a receiver every 5 minutes.
Yep, no need to scan or anything. It just does its thing.
Whereas the Freestyle Libre is more like, hey, hit me up when you want to know what's up.
Yeah.
You have to scan the sensor with a reader or your phone to get a reading.
But having all that data, whether you're getting it constantly or on demand, can be really empowering. Like, imagine knowing your glucose is starting to trend high even before you feel any symptoms.
Whoa, yeah. That's got to be a game changer for a lot of people. You could adjust your insulin or your activity level before things even get out of control.
Exactly. It's all about being proactive, right?
Hmm.
And then there's the peace of mind factor. You can sleep better knowing that if your glucose drops too low at night, the CGM will alert you, wake you up.
I was reading about a woman named Sarah who said nighttime lows used to be a constant worry for her. Then she started using a CGM, and it was like a huge weight lifted off her shoulders.
It's amazing how much of a difference that can make. It's not just about numbers. It's about improving people's quality of life.
Absolutely. So CGMs, they're all about giving you that real-time intel on your glucose levels. But then the question is, okay, what do you do with all that data? How do you use it to make smarter decisions?
Well, that's where diabetes management apps come in.
It's like having a whole team of digital assistants in your pocket, right?
Yeah.
There to help you make sense of it all.
All right. And just like any good team, you've got specialists, apps that excel in different areas, like MySugr. They use gamification to make tracking your diabetes more fun.
Okay, I gotta admit, I love that. It's like turning healthy habits into a game. Who doesn't love a little friendly competition?
It's a great way to stay motivated. And then you've got apps like Glucose Buddy. They're all about integration, pulling in data from your CGM, your fitness tracker, maybe even your insulin pump. It's about seeing the big picture, how everything connects.
Hold on, you said insulin pumps. Can you back up a second and explain what those are exactly? I know the name, but how do they work?
Sure, it's a small device you wear, delivers insulin continuously through a tiny tube under your skin. Think of it like an artificial pancreas, constantly giving your body the insulin it needs.
It's pretty incredible. So apps like Glucose Buddy can actually talk to these insulin pumps.
That's right. They can pull in data about your insulin doses, the timing, so you can really see how your insulin is affecting your glucose throughout the day.
Wow, that's amazing. It's like we're building this comprehensive management system here. You've got the CGM giving you the real-time glucose data, apps making sense of that data, and insulin pumps delivering precise doses of insulin.
It's all about working together, right? Creating a system that works for you.
Exactly. And speaking of systems, there are even apps that focus on other parts of your health,
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Like nutrition, for example.
like helping you make healthier choices. I could definitely use some help in that department.
Well, there's an app called Fooducate. It not only helps you keep track of what you're eating, but it also gives you insights into the nutritional value of different foods, even suggests healthier swaps.
Like having a personal nutritionist on your phone. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got CGMs, apps, even insulin pumps. Now, what about wearables? Like your Fitbits, your Apple Watches, all those things people are wearing these days. Where do they fit into all of this?
Great question. You might think they're just for tracking steps and heart rate, but they actually play a bigger role in diabetes management than you might think.
Really? I mean, I love my Fitbit, but I've never really thought of it as a diabetes tool.
Well, think about it. Everything you do, from how much you sleep to how stressed you are, can affect your blood sugar levels.
That's so true. I definitely notice my glucose is all over the place if I've had a bad night's sleep or if I'm super stressed out.
Exactly. And wearables can help you connect the dots between your lifestyle and your blood sugar.
So how does that actually work? Does my Fitbit, like, talk to my CGM or something?
Not yet, at least not directly. But by tracking things like your activity level, sleep patterns, even your heart rate variability, wearables can give you a broader picture of your overall health, which, of course, ties back to your diabetes.
I'm starting to see how all these pieces of the puzzle fit together. It's like we're creating this personalized picture of our own health, and each piece of technology gives us a different perspective.
That's a great way to put it. The more pieces we have, the clearer the picture becomes.
This is all super fascinating. But, I got to ask, what about the future? What's coming down the pipeline? I've heard some buzz about things like smart insulin pens and closed-loop systems. Is that stuff for real, or is it still science fiction?
Oh, it's getting real, all right. Remember how we talked about insulin pumps being like an artificial pancreas? Well, closed-loop systems take that concept to a whole new level.
Okay, I'm all ears. Tell me more.
A closed-loop system combines a CGM with an insulin pump, allowing them to actually talk to each other. So the CGM, it's constantly monitoring your glucose, sends that data to the pump, and then the pump automatically adjusts your insulin delivery as needed.
So it's basically like having an actual artificial pancreas when they can respond to changes in your glucose in real time. That's mind-blowing.
Exactly. It's taking a lot of the burden of diabetes management off your shoulders.
Sounds like it could be a huge step towards like fully automated glucose management. But what about the timeline? When is this tech going to be widely available, and what are some of the hurdles we still need to overcome?
Those are great questions, and ones we'll dive into right after the break. So yeah, we were just talking about closed-loop systems, definitely a hot topic in the diabetes world these days, and for good reason, I think.
It sounds like they could totally revolutionize the way people manage their diabetes. But I'm curious about the practical side of things. Where are we at with this technology right now?
Well, a handful of closed-loop systems are actually already out there, though they are still relatively new. I mean, they've come a long way in the past few years, and they're getting more and more sophisticated all the time.
So it's not just a pie-in-the-sky idea anymore. People are actually using these systems, living their lives with them.
Absolutely. And the early results. They're really promising. Studies have shown these systems can really help improve glucose control, even reduce the risk of those scary low blood sugar episodes, especially at night.
That's incredible. But I imagine, like any new tech, there are still some challenges.
Well, of course, of course. One of the biggest hurdles right now is cost. These systems, they can be pretty pricey, and insurance coverage can be hit or miss.
Yeah, that makes sense. And I imagine there's a learning curve too, right? Getting used to a new system, figuring out all the settings.
Definitely. It takes time to get comfortable with the tech, learn how to tweak things to meet your specific needs. But most companies offer pretty comprehensive training and support to help people, get the most out of their system.
Sounds like it's worth the effort, though, especially if it means better control and less worry.
Absolutely. And as technology continues to advance, I think we're going to see these systems get even smarter, even more user-friendly. So it's an exciting time.
Okay, so we've got these closed-loop systems, essentially acting like a high-tech artificial pancreas. What other futuristic diabetes tech is on the horizon? I keep hearing about smart insulin pens. What are those all about?
Oh, smart insulin pens. Another really cool innovation that's starting to gain traction. They're basically your traditional insulin pens, but with, some extra bells and whistles thanks to technology.
Like what kind of bells and whistles?
Well, for starters, they can track your insulin dosage and timing automatically, so you don't have to try and remember, did I take my insulin? How much did I take? When did I last take it?
That's got to be a game changer for people who rely on multiple daily injections.
Oh, absolutely. And some of these pens can even connect to your smartphone using Bluetooth. So you can track all that data in an app, even share it with your doctor.
So it's like having a digital logbook for your insulin.
Precisely. And that can be so helpful for spotting patterns in your insulin usage, making adjustments as needed.
It seems like these smart pens could be a good option for folks who aren't quite ready for a closed-loop system, but still want that extra level of control and insight.
I think so, too. It's a way to access a lot of the benefits of this advanced technology without the complexity and cost of a full-blown closed-loop setup.
It's really amazing to see how technology is evolving to meet the needs of people with diabetes. There are so many different options now.
Right. It's not one size fits all anymore, which is fantastic.
It makes me wonder what the future holds. Will we one day have a cure for diabetes thanks to technology?
Well, that's the ultimate goal, isn't it? While a cure may still be a ways off, I think technology is playing a huge role in improving the lives of people living with diabetes right now.
And that's what matters at the end of the day, right? making life easier and healthier for people.
Absolutely. Giving them the tools and the knowledge to truly manage their health.
So we've covered a lot of ground today, from the basics of CGMs to the world of closed-loop systems and smart insulin pens. It's been quite the deep dive into diabetes tech.
And we've really explored how technology can empower people to take charge of their diabetes and live their best lives.
But it's important to remember, tech isn't a magic solution, right?
Oh, absolutely. Technology, it's a powerful tool, but it works best when combined with, a healthy lifestyle.
So things like a balanced diet, regular exercise, managing stress, that stuff's still important.
Couldn't be more important. Technology can help you monitor and manage your diabetes, but it can't do all the work for you.
Right. It's like having a super smart sidekick, not a replacement for the superhero.
Exactly. Technology empowers you to make better choices, take charge of your health, but ultimately, you're the one who has to put in the effort.
Okay, so for someone who's just starting to explore this whole world of diabetes tech, what advice would you give them? It can feel a little overwhelming with so many choices.
That's a great question. I'd say start small. You don't have to jump in with the most complex, most expensive tech right away.
Maybe dip your toes in with an app or a wearable device. See how you like it.
Exactly. Figure out what features work for you, what makes managing your diabetes easier, less stressful. Then, once you're comfortable, you can explore some of those more advanced options like CGMs or closed-loop systems.
And remember, it's a journey, not a race. You don't have to adopt every single new gadget that comes out.
Exactly. Take your time, do your research, and choose what feels right for you, for your life.
We've talked about a lot of exciting possibilities today, but I'm curious, what are you personally most excited about when it comes to the future of diabetes management?
Ooh, that's a tough one. There's so much happening. I think the potential for personalized medicine is incredible, though. Imagine treatment plans tailored to your unique genes, your lifestyle.
Wow, that's next level stuff. Sounds like something straight out of a sci-fi movie.
No, but it's closer than you think. Researchers are making some serious progress in this area.
So it's not just about managing diabetes anymore. It's about preventing it and finding solutions tailored to each person.
Exactly. And technology is at the heart of it all, which is pretty amazing.
It really is. To our listeners out there, wherever you are in your diabetes journey, I hope this conversation has left you feeling empowered, excited about the possibilities.
Remember, knowledge is power. Stay curious, keep learning, and don't be afraid to embrace the technology that can help you live a healthier, happier life with diabetes.
That's a wrap for today's deep dive, folks. Thanks for joining us. It's been really cool exploring all this cutting-edge tech, but it strikes me that even with all these advancements, the core of good diabetes management, it hasn't really changed all that much, has it?
You're absolutely right. Technology, it's an incredible tool, but it's not a replacement for the fundamentals.
So we're still talking about those healthy habits, right? Balanced diet, staying active, managing stress, all that good stuff.
Absolutely. Those are still the cornerstones of managing diabetes well. Technology just gives us more tools, more insights to do those things even better.
So it's like technology amplifies the effects of those healthy habits.
Exactly. It's all about synergy, right? Combining those tried and true methods with these amazing new innovations, think of it like a partnership. You, your healthcare team, those healthy habits, and this awesome tech all working together.
I like that, a partnership. And I guess, like any good partnership, it takes effort and communication from everyone involved.
Exactly. You're the captain of your diabetes management team. You're making the decisions, adjusting your strategies as you go. And technology, it helps you make those decisions more effectively, personalize your approach.
This has been such an eye-opening deep dive. For anyone listening who might be feeling a little overwhelmed by all this tech talk, what's the one piece of advice you'd give them?
That's a good question. I think I'd say start small. Don't feel like you have to jump into the deep end with the most complex technology right away.
So maybe dip your toes in with an app or a wearable device.
Exactly. See what features you like, what makes managing your diabetes a little bit easier, a little less stressful. And then once you're comfortable, you can always explore some of those more advanced options like CGMs or those closed-loop systems we talked about.
And remember, it's a journey, right? Not a race. There's no pressure to try every single gadget that hits the market.
Absolutely. Take your time, do your research, and choose the technology that feels right for you, for your lifestyle.
We've talked a lot about the possibilities, the exciting things happening in the world of diabetes tech, but I'm curious, what are you personally most excited about when it comes to the future of diabetes management?
Oh, that's a tough one. There's so much to be excited about, but I think the potential for personalized medicine, it's incredible. Imagine treatment plans designed just for you, based on your genes, your lifestyle, everything that makes you unique.
Wow, that's like next level. Sounds like something out of science fiction.
I know, right? But it's closer than you might think. Researchers are making amazing strides in this area.
So it's not just about managing diabetes, it's about preventing it and finding those truly individualized solutions for those who do develop it.
Exactly. And technology, it's playing a huge role in making all of that happen.
It really is incredible to see how far we've come and how much potential there is still to be unlocked. To everyone out there, wherever you are in your diabetes journey, I hope this conversation has left you feeling empowered, excited about the possibilities.
Remember, knowledge is power. Stay curious, keep learning, and don't be afraid to explore the amazing technology that can help you live a healthier, happier life with diabetes.
That's a wrap for today's deep dive, everyone. Thanks for joining us. We'll catch you next time.